Hey all, this is Keith with the Common Sense Practical Prepper Podcast. This is your 1-minute survival tip for May 1st, 2025. Well, in the event of an extended SHTF situation or a situation where the supply chain has been interrupted, either for a short period of time or an extended period of time, tough decisions are going to have to be made. Now, all of us, or most of us, have to make tough decisions pretty much every day of our lives. If you're in a position where you don't have to make tough decisions, or the toughest decision you need to make today is how much soy milk to put in your Frappa Mocha Crappuccino that you're going to pay $10 for, consider yourself blessed. But we all know, and I'm beating a dead horse, that the vast majority of the folks out there are not prepared for even a 3-day interruption of food and water. So call it your hurricane kit, your tornado kit, severe storm kit. FEMA and other federal agencies recommend that everybody should have at least a 72-hour kit, enough food and water to get you through 72 hours. So if you have a family of 4, you need, 4 of those kits. People don't have that. Well, you get into a situation where the supply chain is disrupted. You will have friends, you will have neighbors, you will have roving bands of vagabonds and raiders, or whatever you want to call them, looking for food and water. You will have somebody come to your door and knock, and you will go to that door, and it'll be somebody who is probably genuinely in need. You get the sad puppy eye, maybe some tears. Oh, can you please help me? Can I just have a can of beans? That's all I need for my family. I have 32 kids and we're starving. If you give that person a can of beans, guess what? Let's assume they're on the up and up. Who are they going to tell that you just gave them a can of beans? They're going to tell everybody. Either they're going to volunteer it or they're going to be forced to disclose your location. So now you get people come into your home or your location where you're at that maybe aren't so friendly. So tough decisions are going to have to be made. I know how I personally am going to treat those decisions. So if I have a group of 3 or 4 family or friends, whoever is in a particular location when this incident happens, I know how it's going to be handled, at least from our side of it. You hear about things on the news. There is a lady or a gentleman on the side of the road. Looks like their car's broke down. Somebody pulls over to the side and they're going to help them. They're going to be a good Samaritan. And they go over to change the tire, and out comes the other 2 or 3 people that are co-conspirators with the fake flat tire person, and they knock you over the head. They take your wallet, they take your car, or worse. Now, they're just after money and whatever you have in your car, after a new vehicle. They have food and water. They're just doing this to support whatever the reason they're doing it. Now, inject a very desperate situation where people need food and water to survive. That person comes to your door. Please, can I just have a few pieces of bread? Can I have just a bottle of water? You step outside, and then the other person steps around the bush, or they take the can of beans, they walk away, and then they say to the other 3 or 4 people who are armed, they have more. I saw other people walking around. So if they can give me a can of beans out of the goodness of their heart, they have to have more supplies. Now, whether that was your last can of beans or whether you have 15 years of beans and rice and water stacked up somewhere, it makes no difference. These folks are coming in, and, they're going to take it by force, and something much, much worse could certainly happen to you at this point. Tough decisions will need to be made.